folks, this morning, I don't know if you saw it, the woman that they had on the city with her son and a member of the police force, this woman has been scammed out of £43,000 by con men pretending to be the police. Did you see it? Did you not? Either way, I'm going to tell you about it. And if you didn't see it, I would advise you go and have a look at it, either for yourselves or for your mothers or fathers if you're younger than me. And if you have seen it, I'm going to give you my thoughts anyway. And they come from a place of some experience, really. Yes, this woman got scammed by a bit of an operation. We think from that there, London, I'm not so sure. They rang her up. It's all about credit card theft, and they told us some person had nicked a credit card, a criminal gang, a ring of them. They said they had 2 of them in custody, but there's 1 more still out there, and they think they're trying to use her card. Anyway, they come up with this elaborate plan where the woman goes to her bank, gets money out and purchases goods for the police. It's all weird. I won't go fully into it because I'd lose you. I'd go down rabbit holes and whatever else. And they say it's all part of catching this last person out there. You'll think, well, how did it get from that to going? But if you watch it, you'll know why. But what they do is, this is the bit I want to get to. I spoke about this on here before, about 6 or 8 months ago. And the reason I spoke about it 6 or 8 months ago was that, wait, a message has come up on there, I hope it's not the sound gone off again. The reason I spoke about it 6 or 8 months ago was my ma and me old fella actually got scammed themselves about 6 or 8 months ago, maybe a little bit longer, with almost the same kind of thing. More about them at the end of this. Anyway, this lady goes to the bank with her husband. She gets money to the effect of £43,000 to buy a couple of Rolex watches from the local jewellers. She takes them back home, and the scammers send a courier to pick them up. I know you'll think, what's it all about? You'd have to watch it. That's not the bit I want to talk about. The bit I want to talk about is this. They profess to be the police. They say they're ringing from the head office of Scam Control in that there London. And what they do, he says, oh, by the way, my name is blah, 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 blah. He says, I'll tell you all about it, and this is what they're doing, and we need to catch them. Will you help us? And she says yes. But she says but how do I know you do? You say you are. He said, well, I meant to tell you that just as well that you mentioned that. Right. I'm PC whatever, and also this is my badge number. What I want you to do in a moment, Mrs. Jones, is put the phone down, pick it back up and ring 999, ask for my police station, where I work, and then it'll go to the desk at the police station, ask for my name, and also, before they put you through to me, ask what is my badge number. So she goes, oh, well, that sounds legit, that's okay. So she puts the phone down, picks the phone back up, rings 999, asks for the police station. The guy on the desk takes a call, or supposedly the guy on the desk. She says, can I speak to PC, blah, 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 blah. The guy says, oh, yes, I'll put you through. She said, wait a minute before you do that. What's his badge number? The guys give her the badge number. It all checks out. She thinks she's dealing with the police. They put her through to this fella. He's back on there. Anyway, he gives her all the script of what he wants her to do. Will you help us, love? You'll help to catch this person that's still at large, and you'll save other people from being scammed. And don't worry, you're not going to lose a penny. Everything you spend, everything you do with us, you get back. Don't worry about anything. Anyway, she's taken in. Her husband's not well. He's got the old dementia anyway. She has to go all the way to the bank with him. Anyway, she does what they ask. An hour or two later, after getting back home, a courier gets sent, picks up the watches, and he's gone. It's only an hour or two later when she realises she's been speaking to the police, she thinks, for like 24 hours, and all of a sudden, all contact has stopped. She starts to think, wait a minute, I've drew this money out, I bought these watches, I've given them to somebody I don't know. He did get sent by somebody, he did ask for him, so he knew all about it, it all seemed legit, and I'm sure it is. But why is nobody ringing me? What's going on with the watches? What's going on with my money? All of a sudden, it just hits her that she's been conned. Anyway, she has been conned. Santander, the bank that she's with, won't refund the money because they said she went in and she drew it out of her own volition. She told the bank she wanted Rolex watches. She went and bought Rolex watches. She paid the money for the Rolex watches. She's had the goods. It's down to her that she's given the goods away. As far as they're concerned, they've done nothing wrong. The Ombudsman stepped in and the Ombudsman says the same. She's not going to get her money back. Now, it's an awful scam. It's an awful thing. But as I say, my folks got hit almost the same way about 6 or 8 months ago now. I think theirs was only to the tune of 2,500. But my ma went into the bank. She can't believe she did it. I can't believe she did it. No one can believe she did it. But she went into the bank. She drew 2,500 out. Came back home. They asked her to, they rung her up, have you got the money? Yes, I have. Right. We're going to send a courier in 30 minutes' time. Dead on 30 minutes. Give me a password. You give me a password. We'll pass that on to the courier. When he knocks on your door, he'll quote this password. If he quotes anything else, do not give him the money. As long as he quotes this password, you can be comfortable in the knowledge that he's working with us and he's come for the money. Anyway, he comes half an hour, 40 minutes later, quotes the password. She hands over the envelope. She's nice and sweet for about half an hour till an hour. Until realisation hits that, wait a minute, I've just given 2,500 away. All of a sudden, I think they were left the number she had. She can't get hold of anybody because it doesn't work. And she's thinking, oh my goodness, I've been conned. Now, she went to the bank and whatever else, and the bank were telling her, no, we've done nothing wrong, you can't get it back. She appealed it. In the end, she got her money back. Surprisingly. Don't know how, but she did. But she can't believe to this day that she was so stupid as to believe all of this flannel and get involved in it all. Now, the thing is, my brother and sister see a lot more of her than I do, and are a lot closer to her than I am. But what they do is they don't only keep you on the phone all the time, they keep you on the phone to make sure nobody else can ring you or you can't ring anybody else back. They tell you can't ring anybody else. They don't want you to tell, they know they're dealing with elderly, they don't want you to tell your son or your daughter, because your son or your daughter's going to say, that doesn't sound right, or put the phone down, mum, put the phone down, dad. Don't talk to anybody. Because as the policewoman said today on the TV, the police will never ring you and ask you to provide money or provide goods. The same way the bank will never ring you and ask you to give information off your credit or debit cards. The bank already have it. They don't need you to give them 3 digits off the back or whatever else. The bank would never do that. The same way the police would never ask you to draw out cash or give them goods. It just wouldn't happen. But she said the thing behind it all is how believable it sounds, more so because of this phone call you make to the police. This woman said all they do, they keep you on the line. They're still holding the line open. You put your phone down. You pick it back up and ask for the police. They're already on the line. They answer it as the police. That's what they do. With this woman that they got the 75 or 72 grand off? Sorry, 43 grand. This woman they got the 43 grand off. They also ascertained that she had where did I get that from? A mobile phone. They actually rung on the mobile phone as well and somehow kept on that line, kept that open. So nobody else could ring the mobile phone to speak to this lady and she couldn't ring out because they don't want you speaking to anybody that you're going to tell about that what's happening, what's ongoing, because they know somebody else will say, wait a minute, put the phone down, it's a scam. What the policewoman said, and it's very clever, what she says to folk to do, if they put the phone down to pick it up to ring somebody else, to ring the police, put the phone down, pick it up and put a number in of a friend that you know, of anybody you know, any phone number other than the police. If somebody answers at the other end, you know the line is dead. If you pick up a phone and they've told you to ring the police, you pick up a phone and dial a number and you've got nobody there or somebody there isn't your friend, then you know it's a con. So that's the thing of this video, folks. If anyone tries to scam you with this kind of con, you've heard here first that this is what they're doing. But all I would say to you is this: if ever anybody says, put your phone down, ring back and ring 999, let them think you're going to do it, but put the phone down, look for any number anywhere that you may have. If you don't remember your sons, your daughters, your brothers, your sisters, ring the local swimming baths if you want to, or the vets, or the hairdressers. Just find a number that you know. Go on a newspaper and look at any number. Ring that number, and if whoever answers that number isn't the people you're ringing, you know you've got somebody on the other end of the line conning you. Simple as that. That's what you need to do. Do not get scammed. This woman's lost 42 grand. Is it 42? I keep that 43 grand. I'm crap at this, me. I remember nothing. They'd have me, no problem. No, they wouldn't, because I know the script. This woman's lost 43 grand. She's not going to get it back. Please, folks, don't get conned. And if you're of a younger age, and you've got mothers and fathers my age, tell them this story. Or share the story with whoever. That's a better thing. I mean, not many people will watch this. It might be 20, 30, 40. But if you know of anybody that's older, at the age that just share it on social medias and all that palaver. Get people seeing it. Or get them watching this morning. It was on at about 10:15. If you download it, catch up or whatever else, you can watch it on there. It's a really, really sad story. But sadly, it's happening throughout the UK. It's happening with regularity. It really is. We need to try to stop it.